Good day, St. Martin. I'm Jasenia Lassero.
And I'm Alston Lawrence.
And welcome to another edition of St. Martin News Desk, where we bring you the latest and most important stories around the island and beyond.
As we get into the weekend, let's look at our top headlines. Former acting head of the Lands Researcher, Chief Inspector Lucy Gachette, has been suspended with pay as of Monday, September 16th. This comes after the Missionary Minister of Justice, Lyndon Lewis, ordered her suspension due to an ongoing internal investigation. Gachette, who had served as acting head of the Lands Researcher for 12 years, took the government to court on September 13, urging them to expedite the investigation. Minister Lewis, along with the government attorney, agreed to speed up the process. Gachette's removal in May 2024 was initially explained as a procedural step, as the position she held was deemed non-existent, and her temporary status was meant to allow for further inquiry into security concerns. On Monday, Lewis revealed that his personal safety had been threatened by individuals close to Gachette, and that sensitive information related to the case had been leaked. Gachette has been asked to remain off the job during the investigation, though her salary and benefits remain unaffected. The position of head of the Lands Researcher remains open for applications. This situation follows earlier actions taken by the government regarding the position, as Gachette did not apply for the permanent role when it became available.
The Small Properties Association, SMMTA, has voiced concerns over the impact of recent power outages on small hoteliers, particularly in the hospitality sector. President Paulina Lake expressed that the inconsistent power supply is severely affecting guest experiences and jeopardizing business sustainability. Small hotels are hit hard, with essential services like air conditioning, internet, and the security systems disrupted. Lake stressed that the outages diminish the quality of service, causing guests to feel unsafe and uncomfortable, ultimately discouraging repeat visits. She added that small hoteliers are now facing a reputational risk as the power issues create uncertainty for travelers looking for a reliable and relaxing stay. In addition to guest discomfort, operational costs are rising as hotels rely on backup generators, further stretching already tight budgets. The outages are not only hurting small hotels, but also the broader economy, as tourism is a major contributor. Guests may start seeking other destinations with more stable power infrastructures, leaving local businesses struggling to stay afloat. Lake urged policymakers and utility provider to immediately take action. Guests may start seeking other destinations with more stable power infrastructures, leaving local businesses struggling to stay afloat. Lake urged policymakers and the utility provider to take immediate action to stabilize the power grid. She emphasized the importance of ensuring that small hoteliers can continue providing exceptional services for visitors. The SMMTA remains dedicated to supporting its members and finding solutions to this growing crisis.
Police in St. Martin are investigating a shooting that occurred in the St. Peter's area on Tuesday, September 17th. The incident was reported to Central Police Dispatch around 6:30 p.m. and shortly after, a male victim was taken to the St. Martin Medical Center with a gunshot wound to his leg. Preliminary investigations suggest that the shooting resulted from an altercation between two brothers. During the dispute, one of the brothers allegedly drew a firearm and shot the other in the leg. Following the incident, police conducted a search of the location, leading to the discovery and confiscation of the rifle. A white vehicle believed to have been involved was also seized as part of the ongoing investigation. Authorities are still working to gather more details and are urging anyone with information about the case to come forward and assist the investigation. The motive and full circumstances are still being clarified as detectives continue their inquiries. Remember, new episodes premiere every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. on TV 15 and across other social media platforms.
I'm Jasenia Lassiter, wishing you a wonderful week.
Stay friendly, St. Martin.
Hello, my people. Make sure you tune in to Sit, Sip, and Chat every Monday at 5 p.m. on TV 15 and every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m.
And make sure tune in to the Late Night Show with Andrew Dick from Monday to Friday at 10 p.m. with a repeat in the afternoon for no reason. In the afternoon, the Late Night Show at 3 p.m. Thank you, TV 15.
Thank you, TV 15. Make sure tune in.
Make sure tune in to the Late Night.
And Sit, Sip, and Chat.
Late Night.
We exposed 5 strangers to different KFC menus to see if the flavor can enhance any moment. And at the first bite, the party began. We repeated the experiment during the day, during business hours, on weekends, with sunshine, with rain. It's confirmed any moment can be a KFC moment.
A large quantity of confiscated drugs and illicit products was destroyed by the St. Martin Police Force, the KPSM, in collaboration with the Customs Department and the Royal Netherlands Marechaussee on Wednesday, September 18th. The operation took place under the strict supervision of representatives from the prosecutor's office and the courthouse. The narcotics and other illegal items were seized during various operations by KPSM and its law enforcement partners across several investigations. The confiscated products were safely burned at a secure location as part of the disposal process. The entire operation was conducted smoothly with no incidents reported. All agencies worked together to ensure that legal and procedural standards were followed throughout the process. KPSM and its partners remain dedicated to protecting the St. Martin community and continuing their efforts to combat illegal activities that threaten the country's security and well-being.
Convicted pedophile Colin Christensen will serve the remainder of his 7-year prison sentence in Scotland, according to the St. Martin Prosecutor's Office. Christensen, originally released from the Point Blanche prison in 2019 to receive a prosthetic limb in Scotland, never returned to St. Martin as required. Sentenced for multiple charges, Christensen failed to attend his 2022 appeal trial, where his 7-year sentence was upheld. Efforts to extradite him were denied by Scottish authorities due to medical reasons. However, they agreed that he will serve the remaining 5 years of his sentence in a Scottish prison, beginning on September 3rd, 2024. The St. Martin Prosecutor's Office expressed satisfaction with this outcome, thanking the Scottish authorities for their cooperation and reaffirming its commitment to ensuring justice is served and that sentences are fully executed.
The St. Martin Police Force, KPSM, is investigating a deadly shooting that occurred on Wednesday night, September 18th, in K-Bay. The shooting resulted in the death of a male victim and left another man injured with gunshot wounds to his lower body. Around 10 p.m., Police Central Dispatch received multiple reports of gunfire on Banjo Road. Officers arrived to find a male victim who had already succumbed to his injuries. The area was sealed off and detectives, along with forensic teams, began collecting evidence. Initial findings showed that multiple shots were fired in various directions, and shortly after, another report came in about a second male victim with gunshot wounds at Peterson Plaza. Emergency services provided first aid before transporting him to the St. Martin Medical Center for further treatment. As the investigation unfolded, police were alerted to a vehicle on fire in a side street in Coal Bay. Firefighters quickly extinguished the blaze, but the car was completely destroyed. Authorities confiscated the vehicle to determine if it's linked to the shooting. The investigation, however, is ongoing, and KPSM urges anyone with information to come forward by calling 542-2222 or the anonymous tip line at 9300. Light and variable winds will persist due to a weak pressure gradient. Meanwhile, available moisture and daytime heating will maintain hot and humid conditions, potentially causing localized showers. Stay hydrated and stay to the shade whenever possible. Tranquil marine conditions are anticipated during this weekend. Now let's take a look at our tropical weather update by Mr. Brian Shields.
Thank you very much for joining me. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields. You got things to do, so we get right to it. Watching obviously this area here, I want to get into the rain totals. That is my most immediate concern. Jamaica, Cayman Islands, back toward the Yucatan of Mexico, Belize, Honduras, and even Nicaragua. I'm going to cover that. Another spot that may develop off the coast of Africa. Now, I know there's a lot out there about this becoming this massive hurricane. That is not set in stone whatsoever. This is going to develop so very slowly. So with that, the biggest concern in the short term is going to be the amount of rain in parts of the Western Caribbean back into Central America. That is number one. Number two, high uncertainty down the road. It's a wait and see if this even does become a named system. I do believe it will, but still, there's so many variables when you go out in time, 5, 6, 7, 8 days out in time. So here's the smaller picture, a little bit slower for the rain. So here's Honduras, you get toward Belize, and you can see today we're going to see that moisture building. Spotty shower storm, Montserrat down through St. Kitts and Nevis, all the way down through St. Vincent the Grenadines and Grenada. Then tomorrow, see the moisture kind of building. Panama, Costa Rica getting some heavy areas of rain. Here's that heavy rain on the eastern Pacific side. No development though. But here's that rain, just kind of a surge of moisture that will be around, and then even more colors. And where do you see these brighter colors? That's telling me we'll have heavy pockets of rain. So on Sunday, that's when it's a little bit more likely, Cayman Islands and Jamaica, for some of this rain for it to start to move in. So Sunday, that rain chance will really increase. Of course, Honduras, Nicaragua, on and off already at this point, and then back toward Belize. And then after Sunday, that's when a lot of this moisture will kind of get thrown back more toward the northwest. We'll see if it's a little bit more to the west, like the European model, or more to the north and getting closer to Cuba, but a lot more green on the map right here by the time we get into Monday. And that's why I mentioned I appreciate you spreading the word, not in a scary way, just about the potential flood threat, because some of us we're going to be dealing with this for a few days, Sunday, Monday, and then even into Tuesday, as this area will continue to work its way back into this direction. So we've got a lot of rain coming for some of us. It's going to be hard to pinpoint because it's not one big blob of rain. It's going to be broken in spots. All right, so that kind of takes care of that. I hope I did my best to keep you covered, give you the heads up with what's going on there. And then another spot, we're going to see a strong tropical wave come off the coast of Africa. A lot of the models are trying to develop it. Hard to tell where that'll go because it's not even off yet. Early indications are that it may be north enough in latitude to hopefully make a curve. So let me just take you out in time. So here we are in Dominica, for example, Martinique right here, Barbados, St. Lucia. You can see this strong tropical wave there and then starting to spin. Now, a lot of the models have been trying to develop stuff, and this season that hasn't panned out. So that's why I mentioned the system even in the Caribbean. It's not necessarily going to be a named system. We're going to wait on that. Same thing with this.
In a special news report brought to you by Real Auto BV, the official Toyota distributor for St. Martin. Real Auto St. Martin has issued an urgent safety recall for Toyota vehicles due to the Takata airbag defect. This recall affects popular models like the RAV4, Yaris, Corolla, and Hilux, manufactured between 2004 and 2013. These defective airbags pose serious risk, including severe injury or death. Toyota owners are urged to visit RealAutoSXM.com or contact Real Auto SXM immediately to schedule a free airbag replacement. Stay safe, act now.
Hi, Mom. How are you? But Mom, you finished all your minutes yet?
No, girl. TLM has new postpaid plans and automatically upgraded my postpaid package.
Is that so?
Guess what? I am getting more minutes and almost double the amount of data for the same price.
I guess I'm making a switch now.
Let me call you back, Mom.
Hey Tash, you have TLM new postpaid plans?
A man was found unresponsive on Maho Beach along Rhine Road on the evening of September 17, 2024. Several concerned bystanders called the St. Martin Police Force, KPSM, around 6 p.m. after noticing the man was not showing signs of life. Police and ambulance personnel quickly arrived on the scene where bystanders were already attempted to perform CPR. Despite the efforts of the first responders, who worked over 30 minutes, the man was sadly pronounced dead at the scene. Forensic personnel and the doctor confirmed that the cause of death appeared to be natural, and no foul play is suspected at this time. An investigation is ongoing to determine the exact cause of his death, and the St. Martin Police Force has expressed its condolences to the family and loved ones of the deceased. Member of Parliament Omar Ottley is urging Minister of Tourism, Economic Affairs, Transport and Telecommunication, TEAT, the Honorable Grisha Heiliger Martin, to move the Phillipsburg Marketplace vendors to the Clem La Vega Square before the start of the upcoming tourism season. Ottley believes the current location behind the former government administration building is hidden from public view, severely impacting vendors' sales. In a recent parliament meeting, Ottley questioned the minister about the delay in the new Phillipsburg marketplace construction and raised concerns about the vendors' relocation, which he says has led to a significant drop in sales. He also expressed frustration over the lack of progress of the marketplace construction, despite the groundbreaking ceremony 2 weeks ago, and vowed to keep pressuring the minister until improvements are made. He warned that without immediate actions, vendors could face even greater losses during the tourism season, urging the minister to prioritize both vendors' relocation and construction progress.
National Employment Services Center, NESC, St. Martin is partnering with the St. Martin Marine Trades Association for the second annual job fair scheduled for October 2nd at the Otley Convention Center in Madame Estate. Both organizations recently met to discuss their collaboration aimed at showcasing the numerous opportunities within St. Martin's marine industry. The SMMTA will highlight various career paths in this vital sector, emphasizing its significance to the local economy. Jesse Peterson from SMMTA expressed enthusiasm about the initiative, stating the marine industry is a cornerstone of our island's economy. This job fair will connect job seekers with potential employers and clarify the skills needed for success. Natasha Richardson from the NESC echoed this sentiment, noting the importance of bridging the gap between job seekers and industries like marine trades. She emphasized their goal to enhance understanding among local workers about opportunities in this sector. The job fair will feature information on available vacancies, and the St. Martin Marine Trades Association members will be present to share insights about their businesses. Both NESC and SMMTA are committed to making the event a success and fostering ongoing dialogue about the marine industry, including training and hiring processes. For more information about the National Job Fair, contact the NESC via WhatsApp at 1721-523-6390 or email apply.nesc@stmartingov.org. Follow them on social media at NESC SXM for updates and information on job opportunities. St. Martin Police Force, KPSM, has commended the Downtown Taxi Association for maintaining order at the taxi stand near the former administrative building in Phillipsburg. The association's dedication to organizing the drop-off and pickup area highlights the importance of community cooperation in keeping the island's roads safe and efficient. On the morning of Thursday, September 19, members of the association arrived early to ensure that unauthorized drivers were not parked in their designated areas, preventing disruptions to taxi services. The efforts to protect this space, marked by official traffic signs, set a positive example for others to follow. KPSM expressed continued support for the Downtown Taxis Association, emphasizing the importance of obeying traffic laws. Drivers who fail to respect the designated spaces will face consequences. The police force extended its gratitude to the association, stating that their hard work and dedication make the roads safer and more efficient for everyone. This collaboration demonstrates how community efforts can positively impact road safety.
Set Délégué Vincent Berton has criticized the owner of the abandoned La Belle Créole Hotel for negligence, blaming them for debris buildup that likely sparked two fires on Sunday, September 17th. The fires, which broke out early in the morning, required swift action from emergency services, including fire engines from La Savane Fire Station and local security teams. According to firefighters, around 200 meters of roofing caught fire, along with a large pile of debris that had accumulated on site. While the cause of the fires is still under investigation by the gendarmerie, Burton emphasized that failing to remove debris poses significant fire and health risks. Despite being privately owned, La Belle Créole is subject to French laws requiring proper maintenance. Burton issued a formal notice to the owner mandating site upkeep for the next year and warned that stricter measures could follow to ensure public safety and economic development aren't compromised. That's all the time we have for today's edition of St. Martin News Desk.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. on TV 15 and then across all social media platforms.
I'm Jasenia Lassiter wishing you a wonderful week. See you next time.
And I'm Alistair Lawrence. Remember, stay friendly, St. Martin.